All right, so I'm here to talk about Iron Lung. As many of you know, Markiplier just came out with this movie. It is based off of the game Iron Lung, and while I have not played it, I've watched a lot of people playing it, and I don't know, maybe at some point I'll end up getting. I know it's on sale right now on Steam. I went mostly to support Mark. The girlfriend also came with me. I asked her to go with me as like a little date for us. She, of course, said yes. So we went. We got tickets. We got good seats. Got our candy. I got an icy. It was great. This movie was 10 times better than I thought it would actually be. I really loved it. I made some notes. So I'm gonna be reading off of those a little bit here and there. So the thing is, Iron Lung does really well with um fear. The actual movie, Mark is terrified the whole way through. He plays a character named Simon, and I am gonna say too, this video is gonna be there's gonna be spoilers. If you've not seen it and you want to see it with no spoilers, just click off this now, come back and see it later after you've seen the movie. Perfectly fine, I understand. Um, but the thing is, he did so well with how cramped the submarine is because it's like a double fear, right? So like you have your claustrophobia, you're in a very small enclosed space, and not even that, but like your only exit is welded shut, so you cannot get out. It is up to the liberty of someone else to get you out. And at some point during the movie, he's even asking like, "Hey, I did your mission. Can I get out?" And you really feel that like that desperation to be set free. And then after that, he goes down into the water or the blood. It's like a giant ocean of blood, right? That's another fear. There's literally nothing around you except for rocks and bones and blood. The things that kind of stood out to me, there's a specific part where he kind of lashes out at the lady on the intercom, and it was about he ended up he used the camera up on their like base, and even I didn't know this. Apparently, it like shoots out radiation, right? That just inflicted so many people with like radiation, and that's like a oh crap moment. He really messed up. Like, I mean, they're able. I mean, they can just be complete buttheads and be like, "Hey, we're not letting you out now." I mean, you gave all of us, radiation poisoning or tumors or whatever. Even the lady said at some point during the movie that she had two tumors. And as he was like realizing how serious that was and how hopeless of a situation he was put into as a convict, it's crazy that he literally says at some point, um, as he's kind of breaking down and realizing he's not getting let out, he apologized. He said, "I'm sorry," and for like kind of like as an excuse, which I mean, sure, uh, it's not really an excuse if it's actually happening, but he said he looks down at the ground, he says, "I'm scared." And the way he said that, I cannot replicate. That literally I'm sitting there in my chair. It's one of the ones with the recliner, the like little reclining legs with the icy in my hand, and I got the chills. It was 10 out of 10. The voice acting was amazing, in my opinion. I'm wanting to cover too the excessive that and I'm being neutral on this. I'm trying not to be biased because I do absolutely love Markiplier as a person and as a creator. I would love to meet him in real life. That would be great, but I know that's not going to happen. So whatever. The blood drops and like there were times where there was like water coming in and like blood, and I guess that's them trying to like to prove like or not to prove anything. It's like the water is condensation and the blood is like the integrity of the whole as he goes deeper, getting weaker and weaker because it starts amplifying the farther down he goes, the more blood drops that you see kind of creeping into the submarine, which really lets you know like, hey, it's going to be inevitable. If you keep going down, you're going to eventually burst and uh not necessarily collapse because like the way that the submarine was breaking, it's more of like it's just slowly gonna start leaking, and I mean it eventually does. If you've seen the movie, it eventually does get to that point. I'm also want to talk about the use of sound. So there's like constant like water, like underwater sounds, which sure makes sense. It's gonna be in there, cool, but it's almost scary whenever they got rid of that and like you don't hear the submarine creaking because like every time that submarine creaks it's getting the hull's getting slowly distorted, right? But there's moments where they didn't have any sound at all and it's just like a slow like pan to Mark's face, and that's like in my mind I'm just like, man, this dude is screwed. Like that is like I feel like something's just staring at him in the soul, right? Somebody's waiting for him just to move a little bit more. It's gonna come get him. The monster that that is kind of like an eldritch horror kind of thing that he's getting pictures of, and that's a whole nother thing. I'm not even gonna talk about how creepy they made that. That was amazing. They don't rely on jump scares. Actually, I don't think I remember any jump scares at all in the movie. Uh, now that I think about it, and that is what really shows like making a good horror movie, because jump scares are so cheap, in my opinion. It's fine to have a couple of them in there, but if your whole entire movie is based off of jump scares and loud noises, I'm sorry, but that's not something that I'm gonna want to watch. I want to feel like something is behind me staring at me, or feel like, hey, I'm inside of the submarine with this guy. There's no food, no water, and we're getting treated as if we're disposable, because we really are. I mean, in the movie, it's literally proven that Markiplier is disposable, which to me is completely crazy. Uh, because he's made such a great community, and he's a great content creator, and he, I mean, him between him and a couple other YouTubers, they're the main reason why I'm on YouTube. Why I watch YouTube is because these people make good content and it's enjoyable, and it's just so weird seeing like, I wouldn't call him like a hero of mine, like I wouldn't say he's like an idol of mine, but seeing someone that I see in such a positive light be viewed and pushed as being disposable, it's just ridiculous to me. And it's really weird. I also noticed that there was only like 4 or 5 times that I stopped myself and said, "Hey, this is the guy that I've watched on YouTube. Like this is Markiplier." Like he did the character so well, I almost stopped relating him to the actual YouTuber Markiplier. I He had his own personality, his own. It was just, I don't even know what to call it. If there's a word, I'm sure there's a word for it. If you know what I'm talking about, just put in comments, whatever. But I completely forgot that it's Markiplier. So yeah, I mean that's really all I wanted to talk about. I wanted to bring up. I mean the movie was great. If you can go see it in theaters, I don't know how much longer it's gonna be out. Please go and do that. It is a great movie. Don't wait. It's gonna be a million times better out in theaters. Make sure you grab yourself an icy of whatever flavor you like. The theater that I went to actually sold blankets, which I thought was great. So we ended up getting one of those too for the girlfriend. But that really, the main reason for those videos, I was one to like emphasize just how someone who is not like in the film industry is doing so well um in the film industry. I mean, he makes YouTube videos, great, but like this is his, from my understanding, his first movie, and like he did really well. He was number 1 on the box office for how many days now, and I heard some drama about somehow he got removed off of it. I from what I was told, I could be wrong. Some dude Disney paid people to like take it off, or like to paid people to go watch another movie or something to offset it. I don't know. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on that. But that's kind of ridiculous that a company is like scared of somebody like Markiplier. No, he's pretty much like an indie developer of movies, right? He's never done this. He had a small budget, and it just goes to show that you really don't need a lot of experience to make a good, captivating story. You just have to have the heart and the soul to put into it. So anyway, I'm just gonna leave it here. I appreciate everyone for if you watched this video all the way through. If you're coming back to watch the video, I appreciate it. I really hope that I didn't upset anybody on my putting out spoilers, whatever. But I did put like a warning in the beginning. So what did you think about the movie? What was your favorite part? Were there any like quotes that were in the movie that you absolutely loved? Just put them down in the comments, and yeah, that's it. Thank you.
I keep walking through the night.